Hello, 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 Facebook. Um, Let me invite Kevin in. Okay, he'll invite himself in. So waiting on Kevin to come in. Let me hit my stylus. Hello, Justin. As you coming in, please hit like and hit share. Right. As you're coming in, hit like and hit share. Let me make this adjustment. Happy Sunday to you. Still trying to figure this out. Right? Let me waiting on Kevin to come in. Guess our intro music for tonight is 50 Cent, right? I Get Money. We got a good topic, a great topic tonight. A great topic tonight. Trying to do my Periscope and everything all at the same time. So, hello, as you coming in. Make sure you hit like and hit share. Let me bring Kevin on camera. Hello, Kendall. How are you? Hi, Kevin.
What's up? What's going on?
Nothing. Just doing what we do.
This is what we do.
This is
This is
what
what
we
we do.
do. Impacting and empowering people on credit and money and credit.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's
How
what
was
it's
your
all
day
about.
today?
You said what now?
I said, how was your day today?
It was great. It was
It was
great. It
good.
was really good.
Okay.
Just full of work and more work, and then had a good time with my son, relaxed with him, and that was about it.
Okay. That's cool. All right, so Facebook is building our audience. You always like to do your intro, so I'll let you do that.
Oh yeah, this is. Hold on, real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay, this is Kevin, aka the Common Sense Teacher, Mister. We've been working the cash. You call me the Cash Flow King. That's my
I
new
do.
name.
Yeah.
So I'll be that today. The cash flow queen,
Okay.
the cash flow king, and you're the credit queen. You're the credit
I
queen.
am the credit queen. I am the credit queen. I work hard and I get people. I think that's something that you and I probably will discuss more into going into this week is helpful ways to leverage credit and cash flow other than using both of them to buy things that's not adding value to your financial future.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. That's important. Like debt take up a third of your income, and most times debt is created or bad spending habits are created. It's something that I learned years ago that is called the latte factor. I think we kind of
Hmm.
briefly touched on it before, but
Right.
literally, like you literally could latte yourself, and it don't mean don't go to Starbucks. It just means that you literally can have these small expenses every single day that's impacting your cash flow majorly. And what I mean by that is this: simply take a notebook. Everyone can do this. This is something you can do easily. Take a notebook and write down when you spend those $2 here, $3 here, $7 here. Write down this stuff every single day, and at the end of the week,
Hmm.
look at it and see how much your latte factor is. See how much you're spending on these small things, but they add up every week to big totals.
Right. Wow. So yeah, that makes sense. And basically I was sharing with you last week the wealth cure. Uh, let me change my
Great book.
screen up.
Great book. I haven't
Right,
read the whole thing, but I did read some of it. It's a really good book.
right. And one of the things that I was bringing out to you in chapter 3? Um, oh God, I think it was chapter 3 was that he made the point, or the book makes the point, or the author Hill Harper makes the point that one of the first things he recommends um, when you are trying to fix your money and credit cash flow or money and credit situation, is that you fix your credit score. And he asked the question, are you using money, or is money using you? Right?
Wow.
And I think going into this topic, I think what I really wanted people to understand and to know is that using your credit to build upon to purchase, make big purchases, right? I firmly believe that credit really is more so for middle class and poor people. And
Wow.
because once you make those big purchases in life, you won't, oftentimes, we won't have the cash flow. We won't have the credit, right, to make those big purchases, such as vehicles, such as mortgages,
Mhm.
and the things that a lot of people want to obtain in life. But our whole desire and purpose is for us to flip that situation, meaning that we want people now to start using their credit and their cash flow in other ways as well.
Mhm. Absolutely. You know, that one word coming to mind is leverage. I think I use the word a lot, but you have to learn how to leverage credit so that you can increase your cash flow. And I think you touched
Hmm.
on this a lot. So you can increase your cash flow by not having these high interest rates.
Hmm.
Because those high interest rates actually is what's causing your cash flow to leave, along with habits. If you got bad habits, you're gonna have bad money.
Right,
So
right.
so so you got to make sure you take care of both of those things. And unfortunately, majority of people don't,
Right.
and that's why that's in the middle class, and the poverty. Most people don't. And I was watching this. I'm sorry, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I was listening to this podcast one time, and it was talking about how people literally, once you get in that kind of that cycle, that
Hmm.
negative cash flow cycle, that negative cycle of money, you
Hmm.
stick in it, you stay in it, but not because you don't want to get out of it. It's just hard to get out of it once you get in it.
Right,
And so
right.
the first thing I recommend people do to get out of that cycle is really change your mindset. Like really, that's probably the most important thing you can do, is because your mindset has been influenced by your family, some of your mama probably told you, what you probably learned from your church, things like that. And and most times, as it relates to money, it's been trained wrong. Mine was
Hmm.
trained wrong. Mine
Right,
was trained wrong.
right, right. And especially the church, especially your mindset about money as it relates to the church, because this is one thing, and I think I discussed it with you in the previous podcast, is that in church we're taught that to owe no man nothing but love. But I always refer people to that Second Kings story of the widow woman, right?
Mhm.
And the Bible specifically tells in that story that there is a difference between debt and borrowing, right?
Big
And
difference.
so it begins the story by telling everyone that her husband had just died. Thank you so much for the hearts. I'm getting hearts on YouTube live as well. But her husband had just died, which left her and her two sons into debt, right? And so she comes to a prophet within the church. And the thing that the prophet instructs her or tells her to do is, now I want you to go borrow your way out of debt. And
Wow.
that's what we're going to show people in this conference coming up Saturday, October the 27th at Jackson Marriott, um, and downtown Jackson. One thing I want to share with people is the three biggest secrets, right, of credit restoration. I call it credit restoration,
That's right.
restoring your credit. I don't refer, what I do is credit repair, because I want people to understand that I want to restore your credit to a point that, yes, you can make the big ticket purchases, you can get the mortgage, you can get the home, you can get the vehicles, but at some point, we want to provide you with education so that now, just like the widow woman, you can take your credible to name, even in bad debt situations. Bad debt is what I consider debt that's not making you money, right?
Hmm.
And you can flip it, right? I'm pretty sure her neighbors knew of her situation because the Bible says she borrowed from her neighbors. I'm pretty sure they knew her husband had just died and she was in a very destitute situation. But her name, her credit allowed her to capitalize and to get, that income to get herself out of bad debt. So,
That's bad debt is debt is a curse because it can be passed down in some situations where you could literally have a debt that you can pass on to your family or to the next generation, and
right.
that's why like as far as a cash flow strategy,
Hmm.
as it relates to debt and death, the best thing that you can do, and this goes for anyone, is to go invest in life insurance. And the
Right.
reason I say that is because it creates what's called an instant estate, meaning that once you pay your amount every month, whatever that may be, whatever kind of policy you get and look at term and whole life, look at both of those. But once you pay your policy every month, you literally instantly create 250, 100,000,
Hmm.
how much ever you get from just simply investing in life insurance. And it's an investment because here's the thing: an investment is when you put a little bit of money in but you get a lot of money back, or you
Right.
get money back. It's a
Right.
cash asset cash philosophy, and so get you some life insurance. Like your don't let your family be left behind with all those bills and all that debt when you could have had just a life insurance policy and took care of all of that and left behind a legacy and wealth for your family.
Right. Right. And so I wonder, do we have any questions, from people? But and one thing I want to share with people, let me cut this volume down. I want to share with people that I will be sharing in the conference as well about credit is that there are three disputes, major disputes, that you should be aware of and educated about to give yourself a good or a better or higher credit score and credit rating. Number one, for example, is unsatisfactory accounts.
Mm.
Unsatisfactory accounts are accounts that are late payment, whether it be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days late, right? Unsatisfactory accounts can stay on your credit report to up to 7 years. Those late payments can. And then we have invalid accounts. Invalid accounts are accounts that's reported on your credit report, collections, charge-offs that have not been validated, right? Meaning that have they retrieved or gotten the information from the original source, which in charge-off and collections, 100% of the time they have not. And so then you have invalid accounts that's reported on your credit report. And then we have public records that are unverified as well. You have unverified, invalid, and unsatisfactory. And so we're going to break down exactly what those accounts are, what the laws say concerning them, and how you can, write your own dispute letters to challenge them if they was reported correctly according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So those are just some nuggets that we'll be sharing.
You know what you just shared a lot. That was enough. Like that was
Oh, okay.
but if you really want to understand this, everything we're talking about, you definitely want to make it to the event. It's October 27th in Jackson, Mississippi. Um, I learned something new just now from Latonya, just in that those 3 or 4 minutes just now. And so what I know what I'm gonna focus on is the cash flow side, where you probably already have the cash flow in your paycheck already right now, and you just don't know how to get to it, or you
Right,
already
right.
have the cash flow in your household, and you have a negative cash flow cycle where money's going out, and you just don't know how to create that positive cash flow. So I know on the next live that we do, I'm going to give you nine steps, nine simple steps to improve your cash flow. And I've already gave you about two of them already, piece by piece here, piece there. But we're gonna give you nine solid steps on the next live video of nine solid steps of how to create a positive cash flow cycle, things that you can do without coming to the event. But you definitely want to make it if you want to get the depth that we're going to be giving and the
Right,
value.
right. And I have a question for you, Kevin, if none of the viewers coming in. If you're coming in and you have a question, go ahead and put in the comment section before we sign off. But one of my questions for you, Kevin, is I was having a conversation yesterday with my old classmate, and he was informing me about Section 8 housing. and that he had a rental property for like 10 years, and he's cash flowing $2,200 a month, right, from that rental property. Hello, 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 Kiana. And I really don't think people understand how you're going to help them. As a matter of fact, I just received a notification that someone just purchased a ticket. So we have 23 tickets left. Just got a notification. Yeah. But I really don't understand how people, I really don't think people understand how they can increase their paycheck or their cash flow without working overtime or getting another job from or getting promotion from their current job. Because I was just thinking, man, if I had one investment that brought me in $2,200 a month, right, for 10 years. So how can people just say, hey, I don't know about real estate investing, but how can I get 200 to $500 more out of my paycheck without doing anything differently than what I'm doing right now? Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike. Thanks for joining in. Hit like and hit share.
You know, to answer your question quickly or as best as possible, you have to understand that you have someone in your pocket. You just got to get them out of it, and they've been in it for a long time.
Right.
And what wealthy people do is they understand this. They don't pay a cent more in taxes than they have to. That's
Mm-hmm.
why Donald Trump get in front of the entire nation and say, I don't pay taxes. That's why Hillary didn't pay much taxes. That's why a lot of people in Congress have tax protection strategies to really, really cover and protect their money from taxes. Because here's the thing. You're going to make somebody wealthy. The question is, who is it going to be? Is it going to
Right.
be you? Is it going to be you or them? And
Mm-hmm.
most people, they slowly let things like overpaying their taxes, things like overpaying for different things for having bad credit, having a latte factor go into play. All those things combined creates that negative cash flow cycle. And you can simply change that if you just go revisit the number one form that the government tells you 80% of people have filled out wrong, which is W-4. You can
Mm-hmm.
take the W-4 form and increase your pay 3, 4, 5, 6. I've helped people increase it up to $1,000 per month, um, just
Wow.
just by understanding that strategy.
A
And then on top of
thousand
that,
dollars.
easily, easily,
Oh,
easily,
wow.
easily. My
Mm-hmm.
one thing that really made me understand the impact of this is because I'm also a professional tax preparer.
Right.
Is when you are able to help people increase their paycheck, and then turn around at the end of the year and not have to pay so much and not have to pay anything in tax and actually get a refund back. So combining both
Wow.
those strategies, the tax protection strategies, via your paycheck, but then
Mm-hmm.
also the tax protection strategies by understanding that you don't have to pay in at the end of the year just because you get the money back in your paycheck. Most people don't understand how to do that, and we're gonna be doing it at the event. You got to come to the event to get the
Right.
details on how to get that done.
Okay. Wow. So cash flow and credit, cash flow and credit, So I was just texting someone before I joined in. Their bankruptcy got removed. I started with them Labor Day.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
and I'm talking about things that's going to keep people in bondage for 7 to 10 years, right?
that's big.
And how your W-4 wealth strategy is going to help people that when they understand how to execute what you or to carry out what you just mentioned, Monday, as quick as Monday, they can go on their jobs. Thank you so much, Walter, and give themselves from maybe a $200 or even like you said $1,000 or more cash flow increase on their job, and how that would just greatly impact their financial future. So Kevin, you
It,
can,
it's
yeah.
But just one last thing, because you brought up bankruptcy. Most people
Hmm.
only need an additional $200 to $300 a month to not have to file bankruptcy or to not go
Wow.
bankrupt. And
Right.
so, combining the cash flow strategy and also the credit strategy that we both, when we combine, we join forces. We
Hmm.
become like superheroes, but we
Hmm.
join forces
Right.
and we teach people exactly what they need to know to get it done on the credit and cash flow side of things. So you definitely want to make it out. We got a lot of good stuff for you. It's from 10 to 3, right?
10 to 3. Yes. Yes.
10 to 3, 5 full hours packed of knowledge and information that you can use as soon as you leave to improve your financial situation. I don't have anything else tonight.
I don't have anything else tonight. Our viewers didn't ask any questions. So I guess we can end. No one asked any questions. And again, the description, the link, I just got a email notification that someone has already purchased their tickets. I promise you, you all, we only have 23 seats left. And I have on my YouTube page, someone from North Carolina just messaged me and said that that was her birthday and she wanted to come in. And I'm telling you, these secrets about credit enhancing strategy to build your credit. If you don't know about invalid accounts, unsatisfactory, unverified, what they are, you need to come out and you need to know how to get your credit and your cash flow and this one session improved. So click on the link in the caption. Only 23 people left, and I have flyers that I'm actually handing out tomorrow. And so we're expecting those 23 seats to be filled up by, by
Quickly,
the end of this
quickly.
week, actually. Yeah, quickly.
And you
So,
know the crazy part is we got people coming from Chicago, North
yeah,
Carolina,
yes,
Arkansas,
right,
Texas,
right,
all over the country, all over the
right,
country. So you don't want to miss out. Get your
right.
tickets for they room out. I love you all. This has been Kevin Young. Love you all. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, good night, Kevin. I'm going to answer Kiana's question, Kevin. You can go ahead and log out.
Okay.
Kiana, is there an option to pay to attend for people for online tuning in? Kiana, we actually Kevin and I are going to discuss that. That's not in our planning this week because we've had a lot of people who wanted to tune in online and watch the event, a closed event. So we're offer the same seating price with a special online link. It'll be $10 for that as well. It will be a private link on Face that you can watch live and give us to Monday, and we will get that information and that link out to people who want to watch the event live but can't travel from afar to come see it. So hey, I'm signing off again. Come in. I'm gonna end with 50 Cent song. Right, he gets money, but we do know that 50 Cent also filed bankruptcy, right? 50 Cent also filed bankruptcy. And I tell people all the time, I'm not against bankruptcy. Thank you, Kiana. I think bankruptcy is a great financial tool. And but it's even a stronger tool when you know how to remove it from your credit report and how it's actually inaccurate reporting once they report it on there. So, hey, this is Miss Coach Deloach. Make sure you out here liking, hit share. Thank you all for joining in. We look forward to seeing you at the Credit to Cash Flow Conference.